pray for change, pray for change. A new life has begun.
Oh gosh, sorry. Thank you, Daniel. Hey, we got 147 on here popping, baby. It's teen night up in this piece, baby. We got the juveniles up in here, baby. The adolescents. Check it out. I got my man Isaiah over here. He's Skyping in from across the way, a couple blocks away, kind of thing. So, and then I got Ryan Hotcakes Bass up in this piece, and then the great one, Jasper. Come on, y'all. Check it out. Let us know where you're from. I'm going to get on here. I'm trying to share it out real quick, guys. Isaiah, tell us a little bit about yourself real quick.
So, let's see. I'm 18 years old. I just 9 months sober. And I'm glad that I got my family back in my life, especially my dad. And,
and I know your dad. We had a couple, we ran into each other, during the madness. Oh my gosh, probably a decade ago. And just to see where your dad's at today, he's away at school right now. He's going to be a pastor, a minister, right? A bishop. You know what I mean? So it's a big deal. But you've had your struggles, and you're 18.
Yep.
Right. So what role did your mother play in this thing?
She was always in my life, man. She literally, like, she was always there for me. And so was my Nana, and they were always together. And but then she got sick because of the stroke. She had a stroke while she was pregnant. And age 29, I was 8 at the time.
Right.
And that's when a lot of stuff just started going on,
Right. So me and you we've been talking the last couple of mornings about this peer pressure, and you're 18. Ryan, what are you, 14?
14.
Ryan's 14. He's a pretty boy. Look at that pretty boy, y'all. Pretty boy. What up, son?
What up?
But and Ryan, his father, Cliff Bass, a very dear friend of mine, the real deal, because we look at things and we feel bad about the things we do. We don't dig deep enough to feel how it affected the most important people in our lives, our children, that we're supposed to nurture, that we're supposed to teach how to be young men, to teach how to be productive members of society, to teach them the right way, not the wrong way. So, who was this? What was I saying? I was talking about you today. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it's heavy. Well, I'm glad you're on here, Bethany. Thank you for being here. But yeah, me and you were talking about, who you are, because you went to treatment.
Yep.
Right? Early, what were you, 18 at the time?
Yeah.
You were 18, and your dad wasn't playing.
No.
Wasn't playing. Well, you're going to hold you accountable because he knows where it leads to. How long did you spend in treatment, Isaiah?
Let's like 7 months, almost a year.
Okay. So 7 months. And then, what did you learn while you were there?
Man, that God is the only way for just give it all to him, And it took like devotions and that's and praying every day is like it's hard still. I can't, but
well, no, and but you said something today, and it just really, I'm like, wow, because I asked you what you were doing about it, and with the peer pressure of guys you used to kick it with,
yeah,
you know what I mean, and they're still doing what they're doing. And again, it looks like there's no accountability in their life. But I don't know. I'm not. But what you said to me, you said, man, I pray about it.
Yeah.
And it was just like, wow, you pray about it.
And
you have a job today,
yeah.
right? Full time. I mean, so and you're at school every day.
Yep.
You know, we're gonna be checking up on you, man. Huh? Plus, you got some swag. Your feet's clean. You hear me?
Yeah.
Topeka, Kansas, up in this piece. Stacy, how you doing? How you doing? Cliff Bass down here. Teen night, no doubt about it. We live in this. There's Ryan's dad. Boy, you must take after your mother because you are a handsome young man. I'm glad you don't look like your daddy. Jessica Bryan, how you doing? Glad you're here. Barbie, I sent a friend request to the wrong you. The other day, the lady's like, I don't know you. And I'm saying, I apologize. That's all I could do. My real page, it wasn't one of those fake profile deals they're doing. Melissa, where you at? South Dakota in the house. All right. Help us share this out, you guys. We got our adolescents on here, you know, the ones that we affect the most during our drug use and use. So, Ryan, what hits you the most with your dad out there using? Speak up, though, because Jasper won't leave him alone.
Probably the first time I started realizing the pain and suffering was fifth grade. Fifth grade, I started realizing like what was happening, and me not only just having a single mother doing everything, me knowing that my father was not there, him battling for his life just to stay healthy and clean. Once I started getting the feel for it and understanding what was going on, I started understanding the pain and why it was happening. But just knowing that my father's in jail, I mean, the pain is just, it's really hard to like imagine like what you could go through as a fourth grader, fifth grader. I mean, now that for the first time in my entire life, my father took me to school this week.
Wow.
I mean, that's a huge blessing for me.
Y'all hear that? Heart that up. So what y'all do? Heart that up one time.
Not only knowing that my father got back in my life and he just shows that God is an absolute blessing to have in life.
God's actually working on Clifford Rozier Bass, boy. Big Cliff, big sugar. But no, yeah, man, because this is real, Isaiah. And Ryan, this is so real because this was the hardest part for me was forgiving myself for the harm that I'd caused my babies, man. Again, I didn't nurture them. I didn't, instill that in them to grow up to be productive members of society. Thank God for their mothers. You know what I mean? Quit, little boy. But, and what was their destiny? And two of them followed my footsteps, y'all. And those weren't good footsteps to follow. Real talk. Go ahead, Ryan. I'm sorry.
But once I started actually understanding, and my dad, once he got out that last time, I knew something had changed because he started coming and starting calling me. Now every day, I wouldn't get a phone call. It'd be a year I wouldn't get a phone call.
And just out of the blue.
And then just out of the blue, it just happened. He'll call me. He'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?" Just calling, checking in.
And how'd that make you feel?
I mean, just knowing that he would call. I mean, because that'd be the first time I'd hear from him all year. I mean,
Did it make you angry?
No, I mean, it made me excited because I knew he'd call me, but me also knowing that'd be the last phone call for almost a year. But now me and him talk every day. We got a really deep connection, and I mean, if you know my dad, he works so hard now. I mean, God's changed his life so much. I mean, you can really see it. I mean, just love it for that.
So, real talk, I'm on the wrong thing. Help us share this out. I'm sorry. So, Isaiah, man, with you, so your dad wasn't playing. So, what happened? You got caught up using?
Well, when, yes, I just started smoking weed a lot, man. And without anybody actually knowing at the house, and then I got caught in school, and that's when everything went really down.
How'd you feel? I mean, and he held you accountable and was like, "Yo, man, you're my baby." Did he come at you like, "You're my son. I don't want this life for you"?
Exactly.
So you were angry at first, though, weren't you?
I was hot for it.
Plus, y'all, Isaiah's a big old boy. I'm just here to tell you. Isaiah's a big boy. Hear me? But so, and for real, just that anger but again, not knowing what's best for you. And that's the thing with the whole thing about recovery. People will see things in you that you don't, with your actions and these things. And a lot of times just being genuine about it. And sometimes we don't want to hear things about ourselves. You know what I mean?
And I'm really soft on the inside, man. I'm telling you, I'm like a bear, bro. Like
Oh, big old softy.
I am, man. I act hard on the outside, man. I'm really not, and I see that now, man. And I just thank God for everything done in my life, you know.
So would you say, you know, we think, and especially with us males, men, we think we got to put up this facade that we're these tough individuals, you know, with that male pride, you know what I mean, and we gotta, you know, I'm you whoop whoop whoop, and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So what music were you listening to during this time?
Like pretty much hardcore hip hop and stuff like that, man. Like,
Thought you was a gangster. I'm not a prankster. I'm a gangster. It don't help. I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
it brings you way down too.
Yeah. Real quick, I got Rex Fowler in the house. I love you, Rex. Lisa Martin up in here. Alex Reed, how you doing? Vince, my man Vince. Yes, sir, from Delaware. No doubt about it. Lisa, I see you. Have faith, no doubt about it. Here we go. Yeah, help us share this out. We're going to get to the nitty gritty, get to the root of it. And, you know, where this stems from. And for me, myself, it stemmed from me because I would take the kids shoplifting to push a buggy out of Walmart. I would take them, you know, to cop dope, man. And I'll tell we're going to get ice cream. And I'm talking when they're 5 and 6 years old. And we would make it to the ice cream shop. You know what I mean? We're hunting down dope. And these kids in the car, you know, not having a say in the matter, the blameless children. And we've caused trauma, but there comes a time when we got to grow up. Ain't that right, Isaiah?
And for real.
And forgiveness.
Yes.
So have you ever played the blame game with your dad?
Yeah, definitely.
Well, share that, man.
It's I always blamed him for everything, like for like causing me to smoke weed when we were
It's his fault.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I kept,
I'm with you.
and it was my choice, you know. It was literally my choice, and just to follow in his footsteps. I didn't want to do that, but I did anyway. And I blamed him for leaving me with my mom. I blamed him for everything that he did mostly in my life, but I know it was all that hate, you know, growing in me.
Right. Real quick, y'all. Everybody on there is 140 on here. Hashtag let God in the wind for me. Come on now, work with me. Let God in the wind because that's the way. We got to get out the way and let God do what he does through us. Once we do that, we get everything we need. You know, staying in the word, whatever your medicine may be. You know, we suffer from some things. You can call it a disease, a choice, whatever. You know, it's a progressive thing I suffer from. Once I put one in me, it's off and running. I'm 18, Colin. Your mama, your stepmama, Scholar.
Yeah.
So, but for real, man, like, you know, and I've seen it a lot, you know, my oldest son, he was, he does that a lot. The blame game, you know, you weren't a dad, you never were there, and he's telling the truth. But he's doing the same thing that I always do, you know, again, we got to grow up and quit playing victim or we're never going to succeed in life.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Cliff, if you're out there, I'm going to put I'll put the link in there if you want to get on here with us and chop it up. Cliff is Ryan's dad, who is just doing so great, man. Just doing wonderful. T Bass is in the house tonight. That's Ryan's grandmother and Cliff's mama. Cliff's a big old mama boy. Good Lord. Come on, man.
Come on now.
She said I heard that. So with hey, Isaiah, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Who you talking to?
That was Mom.
Oh, okay. Hey, Mom. So honestly, what advice would you give to Ryan as he moves forward? And again, Ryan is doing great. He's doing wonderful. Again, you know, one of the blameless children we talk about. And it's, you know, seems, I mean, he's in the sports. You hurt your shoulder a while back.
Yeah.
So now you can't play any sports right now.
Yep.
All right. How's that make you feel?
I mean, it makes me feel kind of sad. I mean, not knowing like what to do, kind of getting bored here and there. But just knowing that God put me through the injury just makes me feel like he has my life in his control. I mean, not just me knowing that I'm injured for no reason. I mean, God put me in this injury for a reason. I mean, whether that is to get closer to him or spread the word to other people, it's just that he puts his life and makes me get closer to him throughout whatever way he chooses.
Right.
And I mean, that shows off on a lot of people. I mean, Isaiah, how long were you in recovery for?
About 7 months.
I mean, 7 months. How did you feel God impacted your life to change you in the way today?
Give it to him, son.
And it's awesome, bro. Like, he impacted me just filling me with my dad. God influenced my dad to help me, literally.
Yeah.
What was one of the roughest times with your dad? I mean, that you've seen, like you said, he felt abandoned and he didn't love you. How could you do that to me? I'm your son.
Yeah.
Your memory, what was one of the worst moments? Oh, Robert's on her. Your dad's on her too. I wonder if he could zoom. Let me get this link up. Go ahead, brother.
All right. So, I remember one time I was at daycare and literally he didn't. My mom told him to come pick me up, and I stayed there mostly till like 8 o'clock. I remember this. He ain't never come pick me up, but that's when.
Wow. I get it. Did you hear it, Robert? Your daddy's on here, and now, man, your dad is just, man, helped so many people by allowing God to work through him. Just a blessing. He's the kind of guy, and Cliff as well, because they're getting out of the way and allowing God to work through them. Anybody that comes in contact with them leaves them better off than they were.
Right.
So very proud of your dad, ain't you, boy?
I am, man. I love him to death.
That's huge, bro. I'm proud of you, and I enjoy my mornings getting them, come over and drop Jasper off and getting to chop it up with you, man. It brings me joy, man, for real. I just see that, it's just your glow, you know what I mean? Blessings. But, put in your swag, you got swag, boy. I can just, I'm trying to hear me. But for real, though, man, just the everyday struggles of life, that evil committee, the enemy, coming at you. And when you said, I pray, I said, what do you do about it? You said, I pray. Pretty amazing. I put the link in there. Robert, Cliff, if you guys want to try to jump in, I would love that. I'll get out the way and let you guys chop it up. What better way to jump out here on a Thursday night?
Yes.
Just talking about the pain that we've caused and the forgiveness of self, because God already forgives us. You know what I mean? And where you guys are at. Give us something, Ryan. What you got?
I'm good. I mean, just don't ever give up on God, even though like Andrew, have you ever felt like God hasn't been talking to you? Like, I know when you was doing stuff and you was an addict, was you feeling like God was talking to other people more than you? Like, did you ever feel that way?
Yeah, I felt that, and it was all, that evil committee, and that's a great question. This guy's, he's good, ain't he? A great question, because, I felt a lot of jealousy. Oh, God, look at them, God's doing this for them and not for me. Yeah, so I developed a resentment early on as a little boy because I never knew my father. He died a month and a half before I was born. Yeah. And that was, why did God let that happen, and not knowing about the whole self-will thing, all that, man, for real. Barbie asked Isaiah, what is your clean date, your sobriety date? How long you been, no minor mood altering, my brother?
I've been sober, 9 months now.
Well, shut up. Heart that up's what y'all do.
Yeah, sir.
Heart that up one time. Here we go.
I thank Lord every day for it too, man.
A good friend of mine, real quick, Paul Hempel, guys. I want you to keep Paul and his daughters in your prayers. Paul lost, he has a 10-year-old daughter, and she lost her mother, and actually Paul found her. It's real, and I look forward to, Paul and his beautiful 10-year-old daughter sharing at the Blameless Children next year. Me and Paul talked about it the other day. And Paul's coming up on what, 9 years, Paul? 10 something? Is it a decade already? Talk to me. Loretta Stone up in here. I see you. How you doing? Huh? Woo, there you go. Proud of you, son. Real talk. So coming up on that 9 piece. That's what's up. I'm trying to get your daddy in here. Him and Cliff ain't biting. I put the link in there. Did you see it? Tony Barrett, Montgomery County Recovery. His big event. He had it last year. It was an amazing event. It'll be this Saturday from 2 to 6. I think I got that right. I may not have. But yeah, where we at? Not April. You know April, Isaiah? Huh?
Yeah.
10 years, Paul. Awesome. Congratulations. I love you, brother. I look forward to speaking with you here in the future. Hey, y'all, April up in here. Why? April. Heart that up. Real talk. Okay, I'll put it back in here again, Robert. He said he missed the link, Isaiah.
All right.
Call your daddy and see what he missed. Yeah, okay. I'm trying, y'all. Work with me. Boom. There it is again. It's coming through again. I'll pin it to the top real quick.
Are you joining the
Carla Banks said, congratulations on your 9 months.
It's in the chat.
It's in the chat, man. Tell what's wrong with your daddy,
What
man.
do you mean? It's in the chat. You just posted it again.
So, Robert, if you see that, man, if you want to jump on here, it would be great to have you on here.
All right.
So, Isaiah,
All right.
with the guys that are still doing what they're doing, do you distance yourself? Do you worry about them thinking that you think you're better than, or things like that?
I distanced myself, but then I tried to help. Like the other day when I talked to somebody and I told him what I was doing different, he said, what is that? And I said, you can hit me up if you want to know.
Yeah.
That May told me to do that, and I was like, okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
And I ain't got a text yet, but I'm waiting for it.
But that's it. You said here, if you want to know, what this glow is, hit me up, man. If you want to know how I'm living today, because they see it in the walk, baby. They see Jesus in that walk you got going on. You hear me? Yes. I had a guy. He said, "Oh, Andrew, he trying to be like Jesus." I said, "That's right, huh? Come on." I'm just saying, I suffer every day. Robert said he missed it again. Oh my goodness. Where am I at here? So yeah, man. We're going on a commercial break real quick. One time. Come here, T-Bass. So and your mom, May Jean, man, just wow, she's a beast, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, just light is up, man. I had a couple people after we did the little live me and her did last week, just calling me, wanting her number and everything, and that's what it's about. Oh. This is T Bizzle. Tell them who you are, girl.
Hey, Isaiah, how are you?
I'm good. You?
I'm good.
That's
blessed
good.
over here. We blessed Janelle Brewers. Janelle Winchester's up in here. She said she was looking for you a while ago. Let's see what Robert say.
He said you're gonna have to walk me through it.
Oh, just hit the button, baby. Hit the button, Robert. Here comes Big Sugar's coming. So here comes Ryan's daddy, y'all. If we can get Robert in here. Robert's over in Florida at what's he tell us about what your dad's doing right now, Isaiah?
He's in Florida.
Get in there.
Get over.
You big in the way.
Hey, y'all chill out. Isaiah's talking. Y'all act like y'all got some sense on that end. So Isaiah, yeah, man, tell us a little bit about your dad. What's he doing, bro?
He's I think he's getting something. I don't know what he's getting in Florida, but I know it's something good, man. I see the spirit in him, and I see the glow in him too.
Yeah,
and definitely the glow, man. He's so happy right now.
He's a daddy today, ain't he, man? He ain't late picking you up from school today.
No.
He's showing up today.
Into that.
Amen, my brother. Amen. So, Cliff, how you doing? Raise up some. What happened to your hair?
I got a haircut, bro.
That's weird, bro. How you doing today, big man?
I'm doing all right. How y'all doing?
We're blessed. I got your son, your mama over here. They came by tonight. We had supper. Angie and Margaret just left.
Yeah, I heard about that supper, bro. I'm mad about that.
Yeah, Rachel. Yeah, Rachel made meatloaf. It's fire too, son. The good
I
stuff.
guarantee
I
it.
see Timmy Hurd in here. How you doing, brother? I love you, man. Real talk, real talk. What's May going on about? Okay, yeah, walk him through it, May. Call him and walk him through it. Tell him how to get on here. So it's so beautiful, man, to see these young men on here. I'm so proud of Isaiah, man, because I knew what was going on, bro. And I was just really emotional behind it because every time I've seen you've been a very respectful young man to me. You've always been respectful, and you don't find that a lot today in kids, as well as Ron, very respectable young man. And it would messed me up seeing you go through the things you were going through at the time. You know what I mean? And for you to stick and stay. You went to the where you had to go, and you stayed the 7 months.
Yeah.
And here you are back today, got a job, going to school every day. Your support team's just crazy though. Have you ever just sat back and look at your support team, son?
Off the chain, man. I love them.
It's amazing. So Ryan was telling me, Cliff, about some of the pain that you caused.
Yeah, I know it. Man, we don't realize that pain until we get, till we set in treatment like
Which one?
I did for the 8 months, man, and it starts to set in on you because I never really did anything around him, but I was always not around him. You know what I mean? So I wasn't seeing the pain that was causing him. And man, it's funny that he showed up with mom last night because they both of them are little jokesters, and they scared me to death last night.
Yeah,
He jumped up about 6 feet when he opened that car door.
But anyways, it was a blessing to see him there, man, because I don't think he'd ever heard me speak except on his phone and stuff, these little videos. And if I would have known before I started speaking, I would have got him up there because I had been thinking for a while now if he was ready to share his part of it. And when we got done, Shannon said, your son's ready to speak. And I asked him if he was ready to speak, and he said, yeah. And man, it's just such a blessing to hear that dude and get back in his life.
I love you, boy. Be real, baby. Let it down. That's real, man. And that's part of this healing process because we do cause a lot of pain.
Yeah.
I love you, son.
Love you too.
My guy, son. You my guy. And this young man, I mean, for real, him and Isaiah, both is doing something today.
Yeah. Hey, Isaiah, let me tell you something, man. I keep telling these guys at work, we got to keep remembering just to do the next right thing.
Exactly.
That's what we got to remember. We got to tell ourselves that. I got to tell myself that every day. Just do the next right thing. And that'll get you a long way with your recovery, man. You're young. You got a bright future. Both of you do.
Well, and that's what I'm pulling for. I don't mean to cut you off, but, because that was with Jordan, man, my son. It started out very young, Isaiah, and it led in from the weed to the pills to the, you know what I'm saying? And it landed him, a 5-year prison sentence at 18 years old, bro. And, we celebrated his birthday up in a jail cell together, and this is where the stuff leads to, man. Christopher Lunsford, he's on here, Isaiah. I'm proud of you, boy. That's happy, man. And that's what I talk about, y'all support team. Because, man, T Bass is amazing. Y'all, your granny, boy. Your mama, boy.
What
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because people are pulling for us, but this enemy, this crazy way of thinking, this disease we suffer from, will tell us nobody loves us. You know what I mean? We want to play victim. Tell me about that, Isaiah. Has that ever happened?
Yes, man. It's especially when I think God's not there, man. It hits me hard in the mind, and it just like I thought my dad didn't love me for the longest time, just because he left me. He didn't leave me, but I don't know, man. I felt like he left me in his mind. He didn't want me, but to figure out, man, that he does love me brings joy to my heart. And I think he told you about this, Andrew, when he came to get me from school, from Safe Harbor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he told me I was in trouble, and I wasn't in trouble. He was showing me papers and everything, saying I was in trouble, but it was the court papers for custody.
Yes.
And
How
that
did it make you feel, brother?
it makes it awesome.
Robert through Messenger.
Can you send it to
I just sent it to Robert through Messenger. Robert Barboza, ladies and gentlemen, get on here, son.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, your dad shows up and he's got these court papers and got full custody of you, man.
It's amazing, bro. Like literally brought tears to my eyes, man.
Come on.
And
No.
and it was amazing. And the night I was staying at his mom's house, my granny's, and I got to see him for like 30 minutes for a day, and then he kept coming and coming. I was like, oh man, this gives me goosebumps. And I just thank him. I thank him a lot.
Aw,
Just loving.
that make me cry, boy. That's
We
real
love you,
though.
Isaiah.
Isaiah's 18, Miss Bass. He's 18. He's got a job, going to school, and he's fighting off the peer pressure of life. Especially at his age. And Cliff, I know when you were a young man, and your mother, she's got some, forgiveness of self she had to deal with. With her job being out of town, and you're in high school, and I mean, you're a big old boy. Isaiah's a big old boy. But just she, working out of town there, you turned her house into a 24/7 party house. What the peanut? You know what I mean? And your mother, blamed herself for a lot of that.
Yes,
But as big as you were going to do what you were going to do. Let's just keep it real. You might go down the street and done it somewhere else, but you know what I mean?
Like Isaiah, man, he's 18 and got a job. I just now got to where I've kept a job, you know what I'm saying? Because I would work long enough to get that paycheck and take off and do what I do with it. But when I was his age, like you said, she went to Tennessee, and I had so much freedom. All I had to do was graduate high school.
Right.
That's it. That's all I had to do. How hard was it? Yeah, it was hard because it didn't happen on time. But if I would have had that structure, those few years that she was gone, it might have been different. It might not have been different. But she can't blame herself for that, because I knew right from wrong. She had raised me enough that I knew what I was doing. I knew I shouldn't be drinking alcohol and going to school. I knew I shouldn't have been doing drugs. I've been through dairy programs, been through all that. And so, I think just that freedom let me having my own will, you know what I'm saying? Because now I realize where my own will got me, and that was, straight to jail and rehab for 8 months.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Robert Barboza! Can you hear me? He can't even hear us, Isaiah.
What
Hey,
up?
call Robert, tell him he's on here. Can you hear us, baby? Hey, I got to give a shout out real quick to Bobby Rodell. This is my guy, y'all. Bobby shows up every year, looks like clockwork. Him, Kevin Morris, Rory Hibble. Oh my God, Dustin Kenser. And if I missed you, I'm sorry. Oh, Tammy Turner Lucas. I mean, Sam Riddle's in the house. What the peanut? But I got to give a shout out to my Bobby Rodell. He's hitting on the 12 piece, y'all. 12 boy. Thank you for staying, and thank you for showing us the way, my brother. Real talk. Robert, can you hear us?
Hello.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, share with us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening?
How you doing tonight, my brother?
What's up, son?
What
I'm
up,
good, man. I'm good. I just got back from alligator hunting.
What?
Alligator hunt.
No.
What the peanut?
Yeah.
Nah, not really. Man, alligators have always been a fear of mine growing up. You know, I've always had a fear, and now that I'm here in Orlando, bro, I'm able to just go to the water and conquer that fear, man. I adore their beauty. I like watching them swim. I like watching them react. It's common crazy, but you know,
Yeah, that's a little
it
weird,
is what
bro.
it is.
It is what it is. Dude, how proud of you of this boy, and I'm just proud of you for being a father, man, and I've got to chop it up with him, Robert, man, and he just brings me joy, man. He's such, and again, even when all this was escalating with his, with his use of marijuana or whatever it may be, he was already, he was always respectful, man,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
and that said a lot about his upbringing because he was very
yeah,
respectful. But now I see this glow about him. Every morning as I drop Jasper off, I just see him sitting there and he's waiting, to go to school, and he's clean and he's fresh to death. And again, just so respectful, but he's got this glow now, you
yeah.
know. And he told me what he does. I said, we were talking about peer pressure, and he's like, man, I pray. He said, I pray, and he's being a vessel today. He's handing out his numbers because they want to know, whoa, why's he going like that? And he ain't on this,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Come on. Give us some hope, baby. Talk to us.
It's good, man, and I feel the reason he smoked marijuana is because the behaviors of me as a father, as him growing up into a lifestyle of addiction with both of his parents. I've even smoked weed with Isaiah when he was 16. That was just, I thought it was, what a better way to be a father than to try to be a friend. You know what I'm saying?
Teach.
Just because, I never had a father. I didn't know what it was like to have a man in my life to lead me, guide me, and direct me. My dad's experience was, drink what you can, smoke what you can, and sleep with who you can. And so that's what I thought being a man and being a father was all about. And I wanted to foreshadow that for my son so he can grow up and follow my footsteps. 30 years of addiction kicked my butt. I did a life sentence in the county jail for not paying my child support.
Yeah, son.
I was 18. I was taken away from my kids because of my behaviors and my charges. I went through, my story, Andrew. I went to Revive Lifehouse, man. Thank God for Todd Johns and Casey Johns for opening the doors to that program, man, because they taught me what it was like to be a man. They taught me what it was like to be a part of a family and to and to mend my life and rebuild my relationships with my kids. And that's what we're doing. I'm about 12 hours away right now, but he's in my home. He's under my wife's care, and he's supported, and he's loved, and he's encouraged. And
Plus, he's good security. He's a big old boy.
He is a big old boy. He is a big old boy.
Oh.
Too big for work.
It is, man. And it's amazing because, and that's something, and God has put us here tonight because me, you, and Cliff as fathers, man, we've all done this.
Yeah.
We've neglected the most precious thing, one of the biggest gifts in the world, given to us by God, and not knowing any better. And I can definitely relate because that's me. I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I actually, my insanity, my crazy way of thinking, as I would take these young men, my children, Justice and Jordan, shoplifting, boosting, that I was teaching them a trade. You know what I mean? What the? Yeah. Like they's gonna be a doctor, or a lawyer, or something when they grow up.
Yeah.
What the? Come on, man.
I think the biggest part of mine and Isaiah's relationship reconciliation was the moment he asked me this question. I remember it like it was yesterday. He wanted to know whose fault it was for him turning out the way he did. He wanted to know why his mom and dad weren't together and why I was never part of his life. He wanted to know whose fault it was. And so that moment I was able to think before I spoke, and I told him the honest truth. I said, man, it's my fault. I said, if I never cheated on your mom, if I never got her hooked on drugs, I mean, I know we all have our own decision, but I was her big influence. if I didn't put my hands on her, we wouldn't have the choppy relationship. We did that, but that's what happened. So if anybody's to blame, it's my fault. And I told him, I said, Isaiah, I didn't know how to love. I didn't love you. I said, I was lying. Every time you heard me tell you I love you, it was a lie because I had no idea what love was. So that was our relationship building moment, you know. But I told him, I said, I met this man. His name is Jesus. He is love. And now I'm able to love. So now when I say I love you, I mean it because I've been loved. I know how to love. And so, you know, that was the foundation of mine and Isaiah's relationship building back up from the ground up is when I was able to take own my part in screwing our relationship up. Because, you know, and when we're an addict, it's everybody else's fault. It's the baby mama's fault. It's the court's fault.
Yeah,
It's everybody else's fault.
Card, and you in jail, man, because she called the law on you. Oh, come on, man.
If she ain't gonna let me see it, I ain't gonna pay her no money. You know,
hey, real
that
quick,
ain't what it's about, man. That's not what it's about. It's about I don't know, man. I see a big future for the both of us. And you know, I call him every day and I ask him, bro, I know you're struggling. I know your behavior changes, but I just want to let you know it's okay. I'm here for you. I'm not going to condemn you for your struggles. I'm not going to condemn you if you slip. What we're going to do, I'm going to hold my hand out and we're going to dust some feet off and get back up and try again. Yes. And that's all we can do, man.
Real talk. Hey guys, real quick, hashtag turn Jesus up. We got 100 on here popping. Help us out one time. Let's turn it up, baby. The power we're seeking. Turn Jesus up in this piece. No doubt about it. And after that, after you turning Jesus up, you hear me? Woohoo! Turn him up now. Post to clean us over there one time. We got a show on here popping. I got young pretty boy Ryan. He's a good looking boy right here, son. Huh? Ain't you glad you look like your daddy?
Yeah, a little bit.
I'm working on 3 years sobriety. On the 23rd, I'll have 3 years clean.
Amen.
Amen.
That's something that's never been a possibility, bro, in my life since I was 13. I'm pushing 45 right now. And bro, I've never had the blessings I have in my life, man. It's just too many to count.
Hey man, they turning Jesus up in here. Keep doing it. Coming up on that 3-piece, real tough. Cassandra Williams, I see you, girl, down there doing it. CKR, where's she at down there in Mayfield? Is it Mayfield, Cassandra? No, it ain't Mayfield. Where's it at? Help me, Maysville.
Yeah.
I get my M's mixed up. I was in special ed.
That's not a funny joke.
That ain't that funny,
no.
Man. Come on, man. All right, we got them cleaning sober days popping. Kelly over in Ohio, look at her. 10/14/2018. Throw it up. Let's give her some love, man. Heart that up one time. Carla Banks in the house. I see you. Booyah, 3/18/19. All right, Winchester, my man down there in Hazard, Kentucky, baby. You hear me? That's my guy right there. Jordan Winchester ain't playing about it, all about it, huh? Woo, glad Jesus didn't quit, huh? No doubt about it. Amber Davis, I see you. All right, who else we got? Oh, Renee Cooper in the house. I'm glad you're here. Oh,
hey,
wow.
We got the Survivor Squad on here.
Props, real talk. Brandon, I'm glad you're here. I had a guy in the comments earlier that said you'd like to talk to me. Hey, man, message me. I'd love to talk to you as well. I need you as much as you need me, man.
I think his name was Jamie.
Jamie, no division in this, man. Real talk. Oh, who's this woman with a clean date? Shut your mouth. I see you going to do your thing then, May Jean.
All right.
Joel up in here. Congratulations, no doubt. Here we go. What you got for me, Ryan? Talk to me.
Not much. I mean,
who is that?
Rachel.
Who's Rachel Savage?
We had 5 years in 2021.
Getting ready to get that old 5-piece together.
5-piece nuggets.
Donate. Real talk. Give us something, Ryan. Rex Fowler in the house. I see you.
Barbie Garcia, 9/24/19.
All right.
Amen.
Yeah. Who? Right here. My man, where's he at? From Portsmouth. Huh? Shout out from Hot Portsmouth up in this piece, boy. 5 minutes away from Greenup, Kentucky, right? Right there in South Shore, no doubt about it. Huh? Becky, how you doing? I see you. We winning today, no doubt about it. What's Amber talking about? Read this out loud. Boom.
Hey, I'm here. I always need to hear what y'all got to say. You help me.
You help us. It's unity, and that's the thing, man. Hey, y'all gotta look. I was in Danville, Kentucky, Tuesday at the AA meeting over there. Just amazing group of people, man. I just had so much fun. It was crazy. Thanks for allowing me to share. Oh no, thanks for sharing.
Thanks for sharing.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
This is my guy right here. Real talk. So, Cliff,
What's up?
you were down at Ross Rehab last night, Pastor Wayne.
Yes, sir.
Had to go down there and share with the guys.
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes,
Was
sir.
it good for you?
Yeah, it was, man, because I seen a couple guys up there that I was in Crossroads with, and that got out from there and strode. The devil got them back in, man, and just to go up there and speak, man, and they can relate to it, which everybody in there I think did, man, and it's just, I'm just gonna be honest with you. That's my new high today, bro.
Okay.
Like I leave those places, man, and me and Shannon got 10 minutes down the road, and I'm already like, hey, I'm ready to go speak somewhere else. So we pulled up to this gas station. I just get
Who
out.
was it though? Whose power was it? Whose glory, son?
God's glory, man. It's all
Tell 'em
God
again.
coming through here. Because,
That's
man,
right.
I'm gonna tell you, 2 years ago, I wasn't even
Robert getting naked.
It's not over here, bro.
The peanut.
But,
Oh man.
I'll say over here cracking up.
2 years
ahead,
ago,
Cliff.
I wouldn't talk to nobody. You know what I'm saying? I didn't love myself. So I wouldn't even hardly tell my son I love him. But I remember, I think the first time I was in treatment and I called him, we could have phone calls, or I had my phone, matter of fact, and I called him and I said, I love you. And he said it back, dude. And from that day forward, I was like, I'm calling him every day. You know what I mean? God does that, because if I was still running on my will, there's no telling what would be happening. But I
HIT
laid
positive.
still and I let God in, and he's putting these things into places that should have been in place my whole life. But, I'm still young. I'm a good look 42, holding strong at 42. My son's still young. So we got that time to, make that right with each other. And that's what I'm going to do.
All right, go. Hey man, go check out my man Carl Frey up in here. Carl, I love you, blind. Carl up in the house. Carl, he got his little page going. He's doing it. I didn't mean little page. Don't get offended. I love you, boy. I want to get Carl. Lost Dreams Awakening. What happened to us? Well, we cutting out.
Whoa.
Who's cutting the Wi-Fi off? What the peanut? What y'all doing?
Blackout.
Oh Lord, they loving Rex Fowler up in here, no doubt. Hey Kim, how you doing? Isaiah, what you got for us, baby?
Man, I just want to thank God for my father and you guys, man. And I just love my dad so much, man. I love God. I thank
Love you
him
too, bro.
giving my dad back, man. And I'm proud of you, Dad.
Thank you, bro. I'm proud of you.
Man, dude.
Proud of you, man.
Did you hear that, Robert, boy?
Yes, bro.
Right.
Hey, I've been waiting all my life to hear those words, man. All my
Hey,
life.
man, you didn't pick him up from school, man. You remember that day?
Yeah.
That boy sat out there waiting on you on the curb, waiting on his daddy,
Yeah.
man. And he just, hey, man.
Ask him how many times he'd been on the curb waiting, because I got taken away in a sheriff's car.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's,
That drama. Look at this, man. How good is God, man?
And
This
glory
is
to God.
crazy, y'all.
yeah. God's good, man.
Yes, he is.
Full restoration.
Amen to that.
Right? Give us something. This guy's a news reporter over here.
News reporter.
He gonna give y'all something.
Questions.
First of all, just never cave in on anything. I mean, never give up. I mean, Dad was in the lowest of the lows. I mean, you can even ask him how low he was. I mean, you can just tell by the day, like, he never gave up. I mean, I thought I'd never get to see my father again, but now he let God. Dad, tell them the prayer you prayed on your bunk. Tell them the 2 prayers you said and how you think it affected. Because I can see the change that God has in you right now, but I want you to tell them the prayer you had that you said.
The first one I said when I was locked up in Chevyville, I said, God, I accept whatever you give me, because I was looking at some time. I said, I accept the time. I said, but if you send me to rehab, I won't look back. I will take advantage of it. And that's what I've done. I've not looked back. And then while I was in rehab, you know, the devil was trying to get at me again because I didn't know if it was really for me after about 2 weeks of being there. But I heard a guy speak, and I went and laid in my bed after our meeting, and I said, okay, God, I'm giving it all to you. Let's see what we do with this. I'm giving it all to you. I surrender everything, turning everything over to you, God. And that was the 2 prayers I've said that has stuck with me.
That really changed your life to make you be a proud father. And I'm super proud of you, the way that you've changed your life from the super lows. And now that I know that you have my back 24/7, 7 days a week. And I know, like, even this morning, you texted me bright and early this morning saying, I love you so much. Have a good day at school. Like, those texts are daily now. I ain't got to worry about my dad not calling me anymore. I mean, that used to be a worry that I used to have. Now I know it's a daily thing. He called me 4 or 5 times a day until I answered the phone. That's such a change in my life that I remember. I'd always get a phone call maybe once a year. Now I get 5 a day. I'm just so thankful for you to have you in my life. I mean,
I'm glad.
Love you so much.
I love you too.
Big old softy. No, man, it's so real, guys. It's so real. And I'm just so proud of both of you. You know, Robert coming up on 3 years. Cliff's coming up on 2.
October 5th.
October the 5th. You know, and we're not confused about who God is. You know what I mean? I ain't knocking none of you. I'm just saying I'm open-minded to this thing. But I know where my peace come from. You know what I mean? When I surrender, you know, and truly know, you know, that God has all power, and that's the power I seek. My Lord and Savior, you know, give it, you know what I'm saying? It's just real, man. To see you 2 young men on here tonight, Isaiah, you've been through some things. You know, you know, little boy issues.
Yeah.
But your dad's here today doing big things. Hear me?
Yes.
Your mom was great over there. You got new sisters, got a new baby sister. Lord, that scared me to death. What is wrong with y'all?
Hey, he's got his new brother too.
I know, it's full of fear. You know what I mean? Like God don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to, you know, come on, Andrew, get out the way, man. Real talk. And you know, guys, if we look at it, all of us right here, right now, because we know each other. If we really sit back and look at the people that God has placed in our lives, man, it's just like, wow. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
You can't, it's just like, wow. God has put so many people in my life, man.
And that's what it's about. It's about family. You know, we're running the streets, and in the madness, you know, we have a squad we always run with. Well, now we have the God squad that keeps us, calls it out on our crap. You know what I'm saying? Lifts us up, encourages us when we need it, helps us out of a pinch if we need it. Yeah, and we're able to do the same in return, you know, and that's what it's about. It's community, you know. Never think of yourself higher than anybody else. You know, I tell the men at Revive, they're like, how do you do it, bro? I was like, bro, I just let the Lord do it. And I tell them, I'm no different from you. Just because I have almost 3 years clean, I'm one decision away from screwing my whole life up again. And it's just, that's why I surround my circle with, you know, successful people. Because if you continue to surround yourself with successful people, eventually you will be successful.
Yeah.
I'm a firm believer in
Christy
that.
Klein, let's keep her son in our prayers. Yeah, it is real, and I don't know, man. It's just, wow, God's amazing. Because what I say a lot is basically, hey, man, God ain't gonna ask me about what Robert did. God ain't gonna ask me how I feel about Cliff. You know, he ain't gonna ask me, hey, should we let Isaiah through his gates? You hear me? Come on, man. It ain't my place. You know what I mean? I just stay out of the way, man, and try to do the best I can each and every day, and love people, man, where they're at, because there's something going on. Real talk. What you got? Who we got on here? Where's Shannon go? Who was?
Jasper's
Jasper wants Ryan. Ryan, Check it out. Hey, man, you guys go check out blamelessheart.org. It's part of the Heart Ministries Blameless Children. Most of you guys know the event we have every year, the Blameless Children, a wonderful event, giving the children the voice. It's that therapeutic value of one blameless child helping another, because they were blameless during that event. This young man, sitting at the school, man, watching his daddy get bracelets put on him, not the good kind, you know what I mean? And this little dude, Ryan getting a phone call once a year, like, who's this stranger, but God's grace and mercy, man, y'all still breathing and you're alive today, and you are fathers today. You are fathers today. But being confused about it, man, this is amazing. And I'm saying the same for myself. I gotta, uplift myself sometimes, because I let that committee beat me up. I'm a father today. You hear me?
Amen.
I'm working on things now, but I'm a daddy today. I'll show up on time today. What y'all got? Give us something, Ron. Give us something real quick.
I mean, I know me and you had the same feeling that our fathers didn't ever like love us or anything, but now, like, once we go back and look at it, I mean, I don't think there was a point in time that they never did love us. I mean, it might not have seemed like it, but just know that they loved us, even though, like, they could have been in the lows of lows or whatever, and we could have been in the lows of lows. I mean, we could have been depressed knowing that we only have one family member just running on our own, but just know that your father was always there for you. And I mean, I know that it might have seemed like that, but he was working for it. I mean, God has a huge impact on everybody's life. I mean, you can see it. I mean, you might not be able to see it today or tomorrow, but just know that he loved you. I mean, it took me a long time to see that, but now that I'm starting to get it and understand like why everything happened and everything placed out in its footsteps, and now I start to understand why it happened and why my dad did the things he did. But now I understand that he loves me and he never gave up on himself. If he would have gave up on himself, then he would be in a deep, deep hole. But now he understands what it takes to be a father. And I'm super, super proud of him, because he could have gave in at any time, any point, and he wouldn't be at where he is today. And Robert, you're coming up. How much you said?
3 years.
3 years is great. I mean, you could have gave up on yourself and not be here today, but that's a super good achievement for 3 years.
Bro.
Super good.
Man, I'm proud of you, bro, because sticking out with your father, man.
That's heavy, ain't it?
Speaking like how you're speaking right now, man, it lifts me up.
Yeah.
You're 14.
Great speaker.
Yeah, you're 14?
Yes, sir.
Man.
15.
14.
Oh, I didn't know you can't be on here. You on
Oh, labor laws.
Hey, he didn't sign the waiver.
He didn't sign the waiver. But no, go ahead, Isaiah, baby. Uplift your brother in Christ, my man.
I'm proud of you right now. I don't know you personally, but I can feel it. I feel the bond.
Yeah. Amen.
Man, I'm proud of you.
And that's what it's about.
Yes,
we talk about this thing and we get so caught up in here with division, man, and we're not going to prosper. We're letting that evil committee win, man. We're letting the enemy get at us, man. It's about unity in this thing.
Yes,
stronger together one time right through here. Real talk.
Yes.
Hey, Isaiah and Robert, I want to ask y'all a question.
Uh-huh.
At what point did y'all find God through y'all's addiction? I mean, what broke what broke you to seek God?
So I'll tell you what broke me. I got arrested. I came back from Birmingham, Alabama in 2017. I was arrested with some heroin and got caught in a stolen car. I had went to jail and I was so dope sick on day 2. I was jumped while I was in jail. I had to get staples on the side of my head. Got a concussion. It was the most embarrassing point and most embarrassing moment in my life. The shame. And I told myself from that day forward, and trust me, I seen the light. I got the crap beat out of me. And I told God that day, if I'm too dope sick to defend myself, bro, the streets can have it. I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And I've never looked back since. I had social services come visit me, telling me I'll never see my children again, and I wasn't accepting that. Like I said, I found out who Jesus was going through this program. I built a relationship and put all my trust in Him, and I held true to His promises. That the number one was that He will restore everything that the enemy has taken away, my children included. And
Amen.
He has done exceedingly and far more abundantly than I can ever imagine.
Yes.
Just by being obedient to Him, crying out to Him every morning, laying whatever that's not of Him at His feet every morning. Lord, I don't want to be this man no more. I don't want to womanize no more. I don't want to be a dope dealer, a drug addict, a car thief no more. And the more I gave Him, the more He took away and replaced with Him. He replaced all that stuff with Himself. And so now I can walk in that light, and I can be that light everywhere I go for my kids, number one, and for my wife, you know.
Isn't it crazy, bro? I mean, when we had, we ran across each other. Me and Isaiah talked about that briefly. And there you were, doing body work on cars and smoking crack. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there was, and now you're out here preaching, the truth, baby, the original literature, baby. I'm just saying. It's just, I mean, would you ever thunk it, bro? Would you ever?
No.
I mean, look, bro. I mean, isn't it crazy how good God is?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Oh, $2 crackhead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, look at you. I mean, just blessed to death, man. Too blessed to be stressed.
So I used to have this thing, man. I used to make fun of crackheads, and then I became one. And I used to make fun of heroin addicts. Then I became one. So careful what you make fun of, because you'll become one. I'm a prime example of that. But Jesus, He's pulled me out of the pit of hell, bro. And I don't say that lighthearted. I am dead serious when I say that, bro. I was in a pit of hell, and Jesus reached His hand down there because He heard my cry and pulled me out, bro.
Amen, Robert. Amen. Isaiah, what you got for us? Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry.
Well, my motivation was to change was my dad, and seeing him with this spirit in him, and helping me through what was going on with me, and it was life-changing for me because I ain't seen my dad like that, and that's the motivation I wanted. I wanted my dad. I wanted a family that is loving, caring, and
I love that boy.
That's what got me, man. My dad, bro. That's
Aww. I love you, boy.
Love you, son.
You.
I love you, Isaiah, man.
Dude,
That's a great kid, ain't he, man?
Man, that kid, man. Come on, Isaiah. I love you, boy. Oh my goodness. I mean, but it's just real, man. It's real, man. That's why the blameless children is what it is, man. And you're blessed. You're not visiting a graveyard today. Amen. You boys aren't. You're not having to go put flowers on your father's grave today.
Come on.
So,
the best part about it, Andrew, is that one day both them kids too will know what it's like to be a father. You know what I'm saying? And that brings joy to my heart. That brings joy to my heart, knowing he doesn't have to go down the road I went down with his son. He can create a standard from the get-go and walk it out.
Yeah.
Amen, brother. And that's
because he's going to have a daughter, he's going to have a son, and he's.
Y'all say hi to Don Catlett. That's some of our people right there.
Don.
What's up, Don?
Give a shout out to Chris Purvis.
Chris Purvis, what up, dude?
Never nervous Purvis.
Nervous Purvis.
Oh, being the light in the darkness, man. And that's what you're doing, Isaiah, man. Like, I'm proud of you. You gave your number out. That they saw the glow in you. They saw that new walk. You know what I'm saying? That joy, that only Jesus can give. And
joy unspeakable.
Yeah, man, that's what we're here for. We're made to be disciples. We're here to preach, God's word.
Yeah.
Not man's religion, baby. God's word. Let's get it.
Yeah.
Real talk. I'm proud of you guys, man. I'm proud of myself. Can I be proud of myself tonight, Ryan?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Don't
you.
dust your shoulder off.
Amen. Let me move my hand out of the way so somebody can pat me on the back. Real talk though, man. I want to thank each and every one of you that's on here tonight that got to, to share with us, to be a part of, to be uplifting. Because it means a lot to us. It does, to keep Willie. What did Willie say? Oh, Willie said the same thing, Robert. Boom. I used to hate them daggone meth heads, them crack monsters. Honey, Willie went and took one. Glad you're on here, Willie. I love you, boy. I love you, Willie, man.
It's dangerous.
And and people say, oh, he said he loves. How can you love, man? Because I know you are me and I'm you, man. You know what I mean? We got the same father. I'm supposed to love you. You my brother, you my sister. You hear me? Real talk.
No matter what color you are, where you from.
Hey, man, look here, boy. We all bleed the same. You can't put a color on. Real talk. I'm just saying. Mary Beth in the house. We do recover. No, I missed you. Boom, there she is. Amber Davis staying and hung tight with us tonight. How you doing? Real talk. Rex Fowler still on here, pop loose with us. Who's Shannon? Who is?
Yeah.
Shannon. I'm messing with you. Yes, sir. Loretta Stone's still in here with us. Love you, Loretta. Proud of you.
Loretta.
Yeah, she said thank you guys, man.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yes.
It means a lot to listen.
Hey, Andrew, I don't know if you
Love
seen
you
that.
guys. Let's set this up again sometime. Rachel's got to be up early. I got to be up early. Robert, I'm sure you got class to hit up in the morning.
No, I'm going to the beach in the morning.
Oh,
Alligator hunting, bro.
You run to everything, man. Oh, well, good deal. Go to the beach then. Stay blessed.
I'll be back in Kentucky Monday.
Right? Oh, man. Chris Purvis, I see you. Yeah, man. Okay, Chris, message me, man. Message me right here, man. We're going to get you all the way together. We're going to help you help yourself. No doubt about it. Shout out to my man, Brandon. How you pronounce his Applegate?
Applegate.
Applegate. I'm glad you tuned in with us tonight, brother. And yes, this is possible for you too and your children. You're still breathing there. As long as there's a breath in your body, baby, there's hope. We need you. Hear me?
Yeah.
You can reach out to any of us on here tonight to help guide you, man, on this narrow path. There's so many blessings on this narrow path, and we always get lost on that wide one. So let's get on this narrow path, man. Let Jesus
Hey,
lead us.
tell Brandon Applegate, quit going around those people and they quit giving it to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
You
we got to change.
You got
all
to change
that.
that circle.
But
Yeah, change that
sometimes,
circle.
and we get caught up in the powerlessness, with the evil committee. That mental obsession, that physical allergy, man. And sometimes it does take a controlled environment in order for us to get our heads right. Right, Isaiah? Right? Getting that controlled environment. So maybe we need to do that with you, Brandon. So hit me up, man. Like I said, you can hit any of us up, me, Cliff, Robert, and we will help guide you, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
We were guided. Somebody helped us, man. Whatever
Yep.
way it may be. Mine came way of a jail cell. Thank God for FCDC, Fayette County Detention Center.
No doubt.
Real talk. Thank God. But God don't want none of us in a cage, guys. I don't mean it that
Nah.
way. Don't get that twisted or tangled up right through here. Tell him, Ron. Say what he said, player. This is my boy right here. I love you guys. Robert, I'm so glad you came in tonight. Cliff, I love you. I'm so glad you stopped in here. Isaiah,
Love you
We got an intruder.
Thank you, brother.
I'm just so proud of you. To hear you tell your daddy you love him. And Ryan, he shares like Shakespeare. Where'd he come from?
That's
I don't know. He's been doing his homework, it looks like.
Yeah, definitely.
I love this kid. Thank you
he's-
guys, and thank each and every one of you for hanging out with us, man. I really appreciate your positive influence, uplifting us. Let's keep doing this. We're here for each other. Tell them, April. I got April up in here. April was
Rochelle,
in, wasn't she?
FCDC. Oh, that's a nurse.
Nurse
Nurse.
April, y'all. Love it. Hey,
Let me get some
man, I
ibuprofen.
love April. April hold you accountable too. Don't get that twisted,
Yes,
boy.
she will, bro. Yes, she will.
Yes, sir. Real talk. Who's this? Charlene?
Yeah.
Oh, is that Granny?
Yeah.
I met her the other day. She's cool as a fan. Cool as a fan. Yes,
Cool
sir.
as a breeze.
Real talk.
What kind of analogy is that?
What, man? What do you mean, man? You gonna quit trying to wreck on me in my house, Flair? Oh, goodness. This is
Fucking brother.
yeah. But yeah, man, Cliff, glad you're here.
We're glad to be here, man. I love you, son.
Love you too.
Any last words by anybody?
Love you,
Dad.
son.
Love you too,
buddy.
Mom.
I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right.
Mom's back
All
here crying the whole time. You hear me? I love her. You
Stay
got-
strong, Isaiah.
Thank you so much. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
Love you, Isaiah. Love you, Robert.
it. Love you, brother.
Love you too, brother. Love you too. Andrew, I'll see you next week. I'll be in town.
All right. Here's my people from Shelbyville. She got 6
Wow,
months.
wow.
I'll give her a shout out.
Woo!
Both y'all got that 6 months. Read it out for me. I can't. You hear me?
It says, "Hey, Andrew."
Oh man, my phone was dead.
So did mine. Mine went
Did
there
yours
too.
too?
Yeah,
Like, hey,
yeah, my phone went there too.
Oh, y'all.
That's
What's wrong with these people? Come to your house and make fun of you. What the?
Yeah, no, it's not fair, man.
I'm proud of this.
Got the
Benjamin
radio.
Dunaway. He says, "Hey, yo, Robert. So proud of you. Listening to your God rubbed off on. See, and oh wow.
Yes, sir. What up, Benji?
Before we get going out, I didn't mean to cut you off. I apologize. But that's it. You know, God works through you. Then you go, as he's working through you, boom. You know, he just spills out into someone else. And then they go help somebody. Boom, boom. Let's keep it alive. Janelle Winchester in the house. I love you, Janelle. No
Hey,
doubt.
Ben-
No doubt.
Benji,
Janelle.
Benji played a big part of my sobriety, man. Me knowing him from the streets and growing up together and coming through Revive, man. He was that leader there. This is what it took. If that dude can change his life, it gave me motivation to change my life.
Amen, brother. Hey, before we hang up, y'all, hashtag get off me, devil.
Turn
You know?
Jesus up.
Hey, Andrew, real quick. Chrissy Klein put in a comment that she really don't know what to do with her son, but she's not going to bury him. So, Chrissy, reach out to Andrew or Rachel or any of us, really, and we'll see what we can do for you.
Yeah, a lot of
Yep.
times, especially if they're not an adolescent, if they're of age, it's usually, a divine intervention. And we got people that Robert will be in town next week, me, him, and Cliff. I mean, for real. Or we have the Casey's Law here in Kentucky and Ohio, to force a
Do they
loved
have
one.
that in Ohio?
Yeah, it's called the Casey's Law in Kentucky and Ohio. Florida, they call it something else. Other states call it different things. But our state in Ohio is it's called the Casey's Law. So basically, force a loved one into treatment. And I'd rather force them into treatment than, put them
Absolutely.
in a box. Yeah, guys,
No
hashtag
pushing
get off
daisies.
me one time, please. All right, I love you guys, man.
Love
Thank
y'all.
you guys. This was
Y'all be
I
good.
planned on just having the boys on, but hey, man, this was how God wanted it,
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Love
Isaiah,
you, Mom. Love you, son.
I'll
Y'all
see
be
you
good.
later. Still, Robert, thank you, brother. Yeah,
Thank you,
enjoy
man.
the week. Must be nice. All right, love you guys.
Bye.
Thank
Love
you,
you.
every one of
Love
you.
See you guys.
Bye.